So, before we get into this video, I do want to say I know that my bottom lip is crusty like a goddamn chameleon. My entire body is crusty and very scaly because I am a chameleon person. But I do want to say that I hope it's not too uh, annoying and disgusting to watch because that would make me really sad because I'm actually kind of happy with how this video turned out. But I do have Vaseline on my lips now, and hopefully in the next video you guys won't be as disgusted by me as you are in this one. Also, a really fun drinking game to play while watching this video is take a drink every time I say the word brilliant. Because I think I say it like 138 times. So yeah, I'm sorry about my lips, and I'll try to be a better person or chameleon person in the future. Enjoy. Heyo! What's going on, guys? My name is Zed, and welcome to this video. It's the year 2020. Who in their right mind would ever want to collect physical media? It's a fair question. I get it. Music, TV, movies. It's all on different streaming platforms. Disney Plus, Spotify, Netflix, YouTube. Why? Why would you ever want to pick up a physical disc again and pop it into the player? Well, this is why I do it. This is how I do it. Now sit back, relax, and listen to me ramble for a half hour. I was once watching a collection video or a haul video, and I saw something so beautiful that I knew I had to get my hands on it. No matter how long it took, I was going to track this down. I didn't want to go on eBay or Amazon. I was going to hunt it down like a human that I'm trying to chase after who stole my goat. I'm going to get that person. And it's a copy of The Dark Knight. Now, The Dark Knight, the cover I always saw in my head was of Batman. It's kind of like it's kind of looking, like the camera's kind of looking up at him, like not his dick, but basically his dick. And he's standing in front of a building that's on fire. But it's not like a regular fire. It's a fire in the shape of his bat symbol. It's this movie right here. It's this exact movie right here. And this is awesome. I love it. But I saw this copy of it that had Heath Ledger's Joker on the cover. My favorite villain. I love Heath Ledger's performance. I've watched this movie alone just to see his scenes. I was going to track this movie down. So I went to I went to places like Goodwill, Big Lots, Dollar Trees. And why Dollar Trees? Well, I was on Blu-ray.com searching away, and then boom, the new Blu-rays and DVDs are at Dollar Tree. And basically like 2-3 times a year, Blu-rays and DVDs are the special offer at Dollar Tree. Usually, when you walk up to a Dollar Tree on the window, it'll say, "This week's special offer, solar lights. This week's special offer, dancing frog solar lights." And it's just a bunch of bullshit that you don't want, but you'll pick up anyway because, hey, your lawn needs some light in it, needs some life, because, Karen, you can't keep your flowers alive. And it's said that the new DVDs and Blu-rays are in, and some of the titles people were finding were The Dark Knight. And not just The Dark Knight, but the variant cover with the Joker on it. I went to 3 stores trying to hunt down this goddamn variant cover. And I loved it. I never found it. Never found it. Oh, hello, gorgeous. I never found it. But I kept looking. And I went to Goodwill. After Goodwill, after Goodwill. And it took months and months. And probably well over a year. Every time I would see the spine that says The Dark Knight. My pants. Boop! It was, I couldn't wait. And I would slide it out. Ooh, just nudge it out like a little Jenga piece. Damn! It's the goddamn Batman! I want the Joker! So I did that for a long time. Until one day I was at Big Lots. And, yes, I was at Big Lots. You weren't invited. You had fleas at the time. We couldn't bring you to Big Lots. Stupid cat. I was at Big Lots and I'm searching through all the titles like a goddamn receptionist, like looking through all the files, and I'm like, oh! I freeze in my place. I look around, making sure Ashton Kutcher isn't going to pop out somewhere. And I pull it out. Oh, look at it. You see that? You see it? I found it. $3. I'm going to need you to just not do that. $3. I finally found it. And not only did I find it, but like a month later at Goodwill, I found it on Blu-ray. Like, come on. I was in heaven. I finally tracked down the variant cover of The Dark Knight. And look at that special bonus disc. I mean, come on. Look at that. Like, on the back of this, you have just regular old Bruce Wayne and that. Look at that. The Joker drew all over stuff. Look, that's all. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff, and I love it so much. That's why I collect. It's the thrill of the hunt. I could go on Amazon, and I could buy. I could have bought this, and it would have been at my doorstep in 2 days. But it was the hunt. It was the thrill of the hunt that I was just so invested in. I couldn't wait until I found it. I'm gonna need you to stop. You're really driving me crazy. Movies like this, like experiences with movies. Like, I have memories with almost every movie I have in my collection. That's something that people don't usually get. Like, when you're scrolling through Netflix and you find a movie, you're like, oh, you know, Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm gonna watch that right now. Click play. Cool, whatever. I do the same thing. I'm scrolling through Netflix and I say to myself, like, oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. I grew up watching it over and over again with my grandma. I'm going to watch this. So easily could I press play, but I don't. I get up, I walk around my bed, go on the other side, and I go grab it out of my pile. And I pop it in the player, and I press play. It's those things like that, those little experiences. And like I said, I have memories with almost every copy of a movie I have in my collection. And my favorite movie of all time is Jurassic Park. That's no surprise. I have 3 new editions of, not this movie, but movies in the series coming to my collection soon. They're in the mail, on the way. I love this movie. My ex-girlfriend, the sweetest person, for my birthday, I wanted one thing. I wanted the $5 copies of Jurassic Park on Blu-ray. That's all I wanted. I only owned one copy of Jurassic Park, and it was on DVD. I got it at Big Lots, and I was so stoked to have that. But I wanted these variant covers. So one day, on my birthday, she came over, and she had the biggest grin on her face. And she had these in her hand, and they were all wrapped up, and she handed them to me. And the biggest grin came on my face, and I was just like, "Oh, it's gonna happen! I'm gonna add them to my collection today." I opened them up, and I was just elated, so happy that I was able to add these 3 movies to my collection. Because I love the artwork on these. I mean, look how brilliant that is. Dr. Alan Grant, the big ass T-Rex, popping that flare, trying to divert the attention. Brilliant. Movies like Alien. Everyone loves this movie, except for me. I think it's okay. But look at this. Look at this box set. On VHS, the first 3 movies, the Alien trilogy before it became a goddamn cesspool of different sequels. But look at that. Look how clean that is. Ooh. Hold on, let's set it back in real quick. Listen to that. Oh. beautiful, just beautiful. And this right here, I was talking to my aunt about my collection. And at the time, I had a very modest collection, probably less than 100 titles. But I was so stoked, and I was getting home from Goodwill, and I had a bag, and I went next door to my grandma's house where my aunt was taking care of her, and we sat there and we looked through my new bag of movies. And she said, you know what? I have a bunch of VHS and stuff. Do you want it? Hell yeah, I do. Like, of course I do. She was like, okay, next time I come down, which was going to be the following week, I'll bring it down to you. And she did. And one of the things was this beautiful box set of Alien. And I love that memory. It's like when you start collecting something, whether it be Funko Pops, nail polish, different kinds of makeup figures, keychains, whatever, people will start like donating to your collection. That's exactly what she did. Now I don't currently have all the VHS she gave to me, but I for sure kept this. This is absolutely brilliant. This right here, again, I was on Instagram and I was scrolling through some pictures and I saw this guy post a photo of this. The Lego Batman Walmart exclusive lunchbox with removable cape and movie. And he was like, at Ollie's bargain outlet stores, people are finding this during Black Friday for $5. Now, it's actually a video I have here on the channel of me like unboxing this. But I was stoked. Right down the road from me is a Ollie's bargain outlet. And I was like, you know what, Grandpa? We're going shopping. Get your goddamn keys, get your wallet, we're going. And that's what we did. We jumped in the car, both excited. He was going to go look at whatever the hell Grandpa's look at Ollie's. Boots? I don't know. Slippers? You probably looked at slippers. And we went and and literally I walked through the door. The doors slide open. Boom! Right there, right at the front, right at the entrance. A stack of these box sets. And I grabbed it. I grabbed the one that was in the best condition, which is still not in the greatest condition. It's like ripped at the top. Where is it at? Yeah, it's like ripped at the top, right in Robin's armpit. It's a little bit dented here and there, but baby, I had it. $5. I got a lunchbox, a cape, and a copy of this dope-ass movie. I love this movie. I saw it in theaters. It was dope. So funny. That's why I collect. Because it's those experiences that I can relive when I look at a copy of a movie. When I think of a movie. When I'm searching through Netflix, I can think about those memories with Grandma. It's brilliant. It's so much fun. It's the thrill of the hunt. When I go to Goodwill, chances are I'm coming back home with 20 new titles to add to my collection. And they're all from different walks of life. It's not your generic stuff you'll find at a Walmart or a Target. It's these titles, like this movie had a story before it came to my collection. This movie had a story before it became a part of my story. That's brilliant to me. I love that. And that's why I collect movies. That's why I still collect physical media. When I go to a store and I see Disney sitting on a shelf, I get to pop it open and pull the disc out, and I get to be disappointed because some kid used it as a coaster. I love that moment. Right now, I have, like I said, I think I said it, I have 3 new copies of Jurassic Park coming to my house to add to this collection right here. Why are some of the movies? Oh, to add to this collection right here. This is one of my newest additions, and I absolutely love it. Look at that. It's a video on my channel. But it's the first 3 Jurassic Park movies in this dope-ass box set. This right here was the only copy of Jurassic Park I owned. Again, I bought it at Big Lots, the same place where I found The Dark Knight. And I was so happy to have this. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork. But when my ex bought me this, it was just, I was so elated to have it. This copy right here of The Lost World, this is the collector's edition, widescreen. I was at Goodwill, and I passed up on this. I pulled it off the shelf, I had it in my pile, but I passed up on it to get some other movies. And I regretted it. There was a sinking feeling in my stomach when I left the store, and I did not have this in my hands. And when I got home and I was unpackaging the movies, I was like, man, I feel like a moron for not grabbing this. And a week went by, and my stomach sank even further, and I was like, you know what? I need to go back. I need to rescue this movie and pray that it's still there. Come on, baby Jesus. And I went back, and guess what? It was still there! Look at that. It was still there. Complete. Look at that. I mean, come on. Look at that artwork. Look at Rexy. Look at the Velociraptors. That's brilliant. Still there. I was so, so happy. It's those stories, it's those moments that I cherish when I collect. And I feel like a lot of people don't have those kind of experiences when they're scrolling through Netflix looking for something to chill with. That people just don't have those experiences. It means nothing to them. But when I go to a store and I'm hunting down a movie, or there's a recommendation that's been in my head for months, and I see it on the shelf, I'm like, oh, I can finally bring this movie home and give it a watch. So that's my story. I hope it means something to somebody out there, somebody that has a similar experience as me. Maybe one day I'll go through my collection and pull out all the movies that have a story behind it. And, you know, maybe I'll give that video a shot. But that's all I have for today. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace.